Rebirth Gaming. I wonder what they're up to these days. Presents. I've come to make an announcement. Hey guys, this is Bumpy Gaming back here once again, playing something a little different here on the channel. This right here is Super Smash Bros. NES, which is a fan game that was created back in 2007, and I assume this is the latest version, which was created back in 2009 by a guy named Drew Munn for his little label, I guess, Rebirth Gaming. Now, you may be asking yourself why I decided to play this. Well, I actually have very vivid memories of playing this game. So picture this. This is like 2008, right? Super Smash Bros. Brawl has already been released, and me, being the ungrateful 9-year-old that I was, I'm like, oh, we need more characters in Smash Bros. And then I discover, like Super Smash Flash and like Smash Crusade, and then this whole rabbit hole of Smash fan games on Yo-Yo Games, for anyone who remembers that shit. Back when it was actually a sandbox before becoming the big corporation that it is today. Yeah, Yo-Yo Games, they had an abundance of Smash fan games. You might remember Super Smash Bros. Universe. Or was it Rumble? Yeah, no, I think it was actually Rumble. Hold on. Yeah, sorry, I had to take a sip of water. Then I remember like seeing this curious little game on the site, Super Smash Bros. NES. And, it's like, Smash Brothers with 8-bit graphics, I appreciate the novelty. And, as you can tell, this is clearly not 8-bit music. This is MIDI music, because, the game maker software back then, it could really only do, like, MIDI, MIDI songs. So let's press start on this thing. You got the melee menu music, solo, multiplayer options, stage builder, but we're not going to look into that. There's a female announcer. Also, I apologize if there's a bit of an echo. I had to turn the volume of the game way down to the point where some of it may still echo through my headphones, but I lowered the volume of my headphones. Hopefully that should do the trick. And if it doesn't, then I apologize. Alright. Alright, so we got a pretty eclectic selection of characters here. We got
Mario, Kirby, Samus, Link,
and
Mega Man.
And then you'll notice in the top here we have
Ryu,
Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, I actually unlocked him while I was testing this game. There are actually 4 unlockable characters. We have him, we have Pit from Kid Icarus, we have the Balloon Fighter, and then we have Rash from Battletoads. Yeah, I've looked into the unlocking criteria. It's like for Rash, you have to kill 1,000 enemies, which it could happen at any moment. Really, might even happen in this recording because yes, we will do the adventure mode. Yeah, Ryu, I kind of forgot how you unlocked him. Balloon Fighter, and then you have to access all the warp zones in adventure mode. And Pit, I actually forgot how you unlocked him too. Yeah, I just remember. One thing I remember from being a kid was how sudden unlocking Rash was for me. Yeah, I'm not here to ramble about that. Let's pick a character. We'll go with the old tired and true.
Mario.
And his opponent will be
Ryu.
You know what? Sure. And that's Ryu's stage right there, Ninja Gaiden stage. Yeah, let's try that first. Yes, you got your... Well, the Z key activates a normal attack, and then the X key activates a special attack. Then you use the arrows to move. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward stuff. I mean, look, you know, for somebody's project in Game Maker, you really can't expect like Sakurai quality. But you know, this is a solidly entertaining time in its own right. And there's no like proper multiplayer either. Like you know, player one you control yourself, but the other players are CPUs. Yeah, so I guess there's only so much he could have done. Sorry for the seizure there. Do 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 do. Yeah, let's get out of here. I'll pick another character.
Mega Man.
Yeah, why not? This was before he officially came to the series, and actually, if memory serves correct, I believe this game came out. You know, I mean, Pit was already announced for Brawl, but I think this game actually came out before Brawl did. So, you know, so in a way, this is sort of like Pit, you know, being a newcomer, more or less. And, you know, let's go with this Mega Man stage. I forgot which enemy this belonged to. But I like this music, though. Do 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 do. Oh wait, yeah, you get a side attack too. Yeah, so you get a side move and a neutral move, and then the special attack is just neutral. You just press the button and it goes. Oh, can you crouch too? Yeah, but there's no designated attack for it. Oh yeah, the up key on, and yeah, the down arrow makes you crouch, and the up arrow makes you jump. But full disclosure, I am using a controller on this, so I'm using the X and Y buttons to jump, and the D-pad to move, and A and B for their respective attacks. The way Daddy Sakurai would have wanted. This game doesn't even have controller support either. I had to download a program, you know, so that so that my controller would be recognized as a mouse. Oh yeah, I forgot items too. Yeah, you got like the little feather here that lets you jump more than you normally can. Oh shit, I forgot the Excite Bike item. Correct me if I'm wrong, but was Excite Bike already revealed to be an assist trophy in Brawl by this point? Because I believe this game officially first launched on Yo-Yo Games in like January 2008. Oh, we got the ducks from Duck Hunt too. Yeah, so somebody please fill me in. Like, Excite Bike, were they already on the Smash Dojo by that point? Oh, look, they even predicted the fire bar item. They even predicted the fire bar item in Smash 4. Fuck. Do. Okay, come on, Excite Bike, do your magic. Now, how many times can I jump? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think Mega Man by himself gets like 2. So I guess the feather doubles the amount of jumps you can do. Also, I should not have been able to hit Kirby while he had the Power Star. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a bomb. A bomb. Yes, I know it's not the same thing, but come on, the joke was too good to pass up. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Fuck. Oh yeah, Pac-Man. Also, I do kind of like a bit of a hot take here. I prefer Mega Man's icon in this game than I do with his icon in Smash 4. Come on, Kirby. Man, this stage is quite big. Yeah, I guess some stages take longer than others. Especially given the physics of this thing. Oh, jeez. Like, I genuinely am kind of on the verge of, like, walking to the edge and just, you know, self-destructing. You know, I just want this to be done already, you know? Come on. Finally. Also, Mega Man's sprite, I don't know about you guys, but Mega Man's sprites seem to have a bit more polish to them than they did on the NES.
Choose your character.
That's cool. You know what? Now I want to showcase custom characters. Now, the person I downloaded this from, I'll leave a link to that in the description. You know, the download link where I got this from, because, you know, the original download for it is kind of lost media now, so... Yeah, so I had to get a copy, and, you know, I'll leave it in the description, but they actually included some custom characters in here. You got Bill Iwee, or whatever that... Yeah, let's look what this is. Oh, that's some River City Rampage type thing, I think. Babylon. Oh, I've seen that thing before. That's a Namco character, isn't it? Okay, we got Bomberman. And we got Bowser. Got Bubble-Lun. Oh, yeah, the green guy from that one game. Got, Bugs Bunny. Yeah, what's up, Doc? Got, Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong. Forgotten. Whatever that is. Isn't that from, like, Ghouls and Goblins or some shit? Got, Golden Luigi. And Golden Mario. Great, now I'm starting to miss Dr. Mario. At least he actually appeared on the NES. We got a Goomba. Got Iceman from Mega Man. Oh, that's pretty sick, actually. The way he sort of slides. Yeah, you know, maybe I'll pick him up, but... You know, see how he plays, but let's see the others. Jilly, or... Yeah, River City Rampage looking guy. I don't know. King Dedede, of course. Got a... Got a Koopa Troopa. Yeah, you'll see how janky some of these characters can be in a minute. We got Luigi. Speaking for myself here, I was a little miffed that Luigi wasn't in very many of these fan games. Got Luna. I have no idea who that is, but she looks like she could be a recolor of Zelda 2 Link. Male. I don't know who that is. Mega Guy. Oh, that's like a Mega Man X recolor. I mean, I like Mega Man X, so... Alright, Mini Mario, which is just the Mario 3 sprite with a green line popping in every so often. Got Mr. Game & Watch, a classic. Yeah, you know what? Mario Galaxy movie's been out for a month at this point, so... Yeah, I think I can say that Mr. Game & Watch was in it. One Cut, I don't know who that is. A One Cut Alien. I'm assuming One Cut's like a game, and then that's a character, that's an alien. Okay, Phoenix Wright, Mega Man style sprites. You can't go wrong there. Yeah, you got Proto Man. Actually, how does Mega Man run? Does he run?
Mega Man.
No, he runs normally. Okay, there's Richter from Castlevania. 8-bit style sprite of Richter. You'll love to see it. Got Rob the Robot. Also in the Mario Galaxy movie. RoboCop. Yeah, because why the hell not? Rolling Turtle. I don't know what that's from. Got Shadow the Hedgehog, of course. Yeah, that's why he was in the title screen earlier. Got Skull Kid. 8-bit style sprite. I love it. You got Sonic, which I want to say this game understands Sonic better than Sega does, but they kind of don't, and you're about to see that soon. And we got Zitz from Battletoads to go alongside Rash, who I have yet to unlock. Yeah, you know what? I kind of want to use Iceman for this. Ryu. And you know what opponent will be?
Samus.
There we go. You know what? We're going Mushroom Kingdom with this bitch. Do. I mean, he plays okay. I just admit it's really satisfying to see him like skating. Yeah, just to see him skating on the track, not the track, the map or stage, whatever. Admit it's mildly amusing. Yeah, just look at him go. Oh yeah, and there's custom stages too. I guess we should look into some of those, or at least one of those. Fuck. Fuck. I'm sorry, it just annoys me to no end how I can still kind of hit my opponent even when they have the star. Okay, actually, wait, no, I mean, I can hit them, but they're not going to take any damage. So, I mean, it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but I guess it does its job for the most part. Oh, yeah. Black Mage appears here, even though Black Mage is nowhere else in the game. He's not even in those files either, so... I do wonder if Black Mage might have been planned to be playable in, like, a future update. Oh, card unlocked. Yeah, I forgot about these, the battle cards. You got Samus.
Choose your character.
Yeah, you know what? I want to show off. I just want to show off how badly botched some of these custom characters can be. We'll do Sonic.
Mega Man.
Yeah, you know what? Sonic versus Mega Man. Why the hell not? You know, we'll go a custom stage for this one. Grind, Grit, Test Zone, The Hill, Thunderdome. I don't know what this Nueva Carpeta is, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask, so let's do Thunderdome. Oh. It's one of these. Oh, there's no music either. Lovely. Yeah, I don't know how well this is going to work. Press escape to quit.
Choose
Yeah.
your character.
Yeah, you press the enter button to pause and escape to quit. Yeah. It's self-explanatory. You know what? Let's do a different custom stage. I do at least want to show off one.
Link. Mega Man.
All right. You know what? The hill. Oh, okay. So I guess they just use a lot of the same assets or something. I'd like to see a proper modding community for this game, if I can be totally honest. You know, maybe we get more interesting stages. It's a nice thought to have, methinks. As you can see, Sonic's attacks. Yeah, like Sonic is just a series of PNGs. Yeah, look at how smaller he gets the more he moves. Yeah, it's... Then he just fucking expands when you get into an idle pose. It's ridiculous as hell, but I imagine if this game had a more active modding community, we wouldn't need to worry about these things so much. Fuck. This is like a liminal space or something. Honestly, I honestly wouldn't be opposed to seeing like a remake of this, you know, with like proper implementation of 8-bit graphics. Maybe it could be done in something like G-Develop. You know, because I know Game Maker, it's still a good service from what I heard, but it's far from being the amateurish software that it was, you know, 15 to 20 years ago. Actually, more like 20 years ago, if we're being honest. Come on, Mega Man. Get over here, you bitch. Finally.
Choose your character.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here. One thing I should mention with the custom characters,
Targets.
you cannot play as them in the target test.
Ryu.
You know, we might as well show off at the target test stage, or one of them at least.
Failure.
Fuck.
Break the targets.
Let's try again. Yeah, honestly, it kind of makes sense why Drew, you know, kind of went for this whole NES aesthetic, because, you know, he's just starting to be a game developer, and NES already has very limited graphics, so why not put said limitations to good use? As I always say, limitations create innovations. And I failed.
Break the targets.
That's enough of the target test, though. Now I want to show off the adventure mode. And then we'll call it quits on this.
Choose your character.
We're going to switch to easy. You know, I'm going to use a custom character for this. And one that I've actually kind of been using as a main as of late. Bugs Bunny. Me. What's up, Doc? Mushroom Kingdom. I like that the music is the all-star rest area from Melee. I want to show off his moves.
What's up, Doc?
Those are his normal moves. Here's a special move. Yeah, if you spam that like Daffy move, you'll be able to cheese through the adventure just fine. Yeah, Bugs. Yeah, trust me when I tell you, Bugs Bunny is like very overpowered in this game. And you're gonna get tired of hearing Daffy say, "You're despicable," very quickly. Yeah, every time I see that sprite of Bugs Bunny, my mind just goes to like the AVGN, you know, when in his Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle videos. And, man, that Crazy Castle series is kind of a whole rabbit hole in and of itself. Yeah, because didn't they have like, they had a lot of cartoon characters in those games. Like I think Mickey Mouse was in one. I want to say Garfield was in one. I think the GBA one had like Woody Woodpecker. You know, if they kept it going, they could have put like SpongeBob in one of them. Huh, there's Mario taking out Bowser for me. Now I gotta take out Mario. The only problem is, it's no longer March 31st, 2021, for those who get the reference. Hyrule Temple. I always like when Zelda 2 gets acknowledged. Yeah, I do feel it's a more accessible Zelda game compared to the first. I know it's probably not an unpopular opinion, but I expressed it nonetheless. Maybe it is an unpopular opinion. I'm not sure. It's just, you know, for me personally, I kind of prefer Zelda 2 over the first. You know, specifically because of how more accessible it is. You know, like a whole straight-up platformer for Zelda, you know, compared to the first game, which was more of like a top-down sort of thing. You know, it has its merits. God, I really hope these Looney Tunes soundbite. Okay, there's Dark Link. I really hope these sound bites don't get me copyright struck by Warner Brothers. Yeah, hopefully me spamming this can cancel out the copyrights. Alright, Dreamland from Kirby. Oh, Kirby's Adventure, it's looking like. Yeah, I like Kirby's Adventure. Quite possibly the most addicting of the Kirbys. Ain't it awful? Ain't Phil Betterman awful? Inflatable popping is so much better. Yeah, just don't look up. If you value your sanity, don't look up what Looney Tunes inflatable popping is. Fuck. Oh, there's Meta Knight. God, that reminds me of how like the first Super Smash Flash, it had like Meta Knight as like an alternate character for Kirby, you know, kind of like a Zelda Sheik situation, or in more recent terms, a Pyra and Mithra situation. Ain't it awful? You know what? This is a better Bugs Bunny fighting game than Multiverses. There, I said it. Fuck. Oh shit, I'm on like 4 lives already. I had like more than half of that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this game's really generous with the lives, isn't it? Maybe it's because I'm playing on easy mode. Alright, down goes Kirby. Alright, Quick Man Zone. Immediately I can tell this is significantly less difficult than the original stage was in Mega Man. And who knows, maybe I prefer this. Maybe I prefer playing it this way instead of those really frustratingly difficult Mega Man games. Okay, I kind of did that to myself. Ain't it awful? I love how Bugs. I love how the walking animation is very slow, yet he's moving somewhat fast. Now there's Quick Man. Do 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 do. Duck season. Okay, Brinstar. Yeah, I admit, Metroid, at least the original Metroid, is like fairly addicting too. You know, traveling that huge ass maze and shit. Yeah, I wish Bugs in Multiverses was this broken. Maybe the game wouldn't have died. Ah, shit. Yeah, maybe the game wouldn't have died off if they made Bugs like this. Ain't it awful? Despicable. You're despicable. Huh. Despicable me. I'm having a bad, bad day. It's about time that I get my way. Despicable me! Fuck! Yeah, remember when Warner Brothers wanted to merge with Universal? And now Paramount wants to buy Warner Bros? Yeah, if you want my thoughts on that whole merger, yeah, it sucks, but yeah, I see people on social media all the time saying, "Oh no, this is affecting my mental health. There's gonna be no more entertainment ever again. How will I survive? It's not like I can prioritize my own life because I live in my mother's basement. I'm sitting behind a computer. I have no life to speak of. Something needs to affect me mentally. Oh, Paramount and Warner Brothers are merging. Let me grab my noose." Yeah, it's like, yeah, listen, the merger thing sucks. Don't get me wrong, but like, God, those sort of extremist reactions. Dare I say, if you're having those type of reactions, you know what? You are just as stupid as the people trying to approve the merger. Also, yay, there's Master Hand. Oh, there's going to be no more art ever again. So, I mean, yeah, some stuff's going to get canceled, but, like, it's going to continue existing. Oh, but I'm letting my well-being be affected by something that has no effect on my life whatsoever. Yeah, well, that's your problem, dude, not mine. Also, yeah, Master Hand's gone. There's Bugs Bunny as a trophy. I wonder if it's an inflatable trophy. Oh, looks like I got a card of some kind. Oh, it's the flipper from Balloon Fight. Cool. Yeah, actually, I was using Bugs Bunny to unlock Ryu Hayabusa, and chances are I'm probably going to do that to unlock the rest of the characters as well. Yeah, let's sit back and enjoy the credits. This was certainly a trip down memory lane for me, and one that I'm sure as hell glad that I took, let me tell you. Oh, Mindy Ralston. She must have been the announcer. Bran Rainey? Yeah, actually, Bran Rainey. They have a male announcer in this game too, but I didn't toggle him on. Pix.net. Wonder if that site still exists. Custom pixel art. Unless Pix.net is a person. Chris Elliott, you absolute king. Oh, God. Oh, writers. Is there something I don't know about? Oh, wait. Because I know before you unlock Ryu, they had like some little dialogue thing there, so maybe it was a writer for that. I don't fucking know. Special thanks, Masahiro Sakurai, Sora Limited, Nintendo, Capcom, HAL, Trade West, who made Ninja Gaiden. Wait, no, Trade West and Rare, they made Battletoads. Tecmo made Ninja Gaiden. And they spelled Tecmo wrong. There's no H. Actually, aren't they, believe they're actually called Koei Tecmo now. And I'm sure that website no longer exists. Thanks for playing. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for providing me so many good memories from my childhood, Drew. Really appreciate it. Let me go back to the title screen. Yeah, so that was Super Smash Bros. NES. I mean, yeah, it really doesn't hold up that great by today's standards, but, you know, for being like a late 2000s, yo-yo games project, it gets the job done fairly well. Certainly provided me with a lot of good memories. Yeah, that's gonna just about do it. This is Bumpy Gaming going back under the bed. And remember, there are fates worse than death.